Hi, I'm Barbara Gaines, and this is our first Zoom show.
Hi, Barbara. Thank you
Hello,
very
Dave.
much. It's fun to be here. I have not. I've done a podcast here and there, but congratulations on this one. I'm very excited for you. Yeah.
It's
Now, will
not
you
pod-
still continue the other show, right, or not?
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
Okay, that's good. Podcasts are very popular.
not a podcast.
Yeah. Let's name off some podcasts. You go
Okay.
ahead and name one.
I can't think of one.
Oh, Smartless. You ever been on that
Smartless.
podcast?
We love you were on Smartless.
I was on Smartless. I loved it. I came in and did their show and ruined it.
No,
But
you
the
didn't.
people were so nice to me. I'm so surprised whenever I leave the house, infrequently, when people are nice to me. And I wonder, maybe I'm dead and I'm dreaming this. Oh, you know who's got a podcast? Conan O'Brien.
That's right. Conan, he keeps upgrading his podcast.
Let me
Gets
tell you
bigger and
something
bigger.
about Conan O'Brien. I don't know if you remember when I had another show that was done on CBS. I gave
remember.
Conan O'Brien a horse. So that was the joke, and they fell in love with the horse, and they adopted the horse, and they housebroke the horse, and they had to buy special diapers, but they kept the animal in the house. And then one day the animal got a hold of a
house.
Yeah, they got a snout full of loco weed, went nuts, broke everything, kicked over tables and lamps, and smashed out a window. So they the horse had to go to a special place to be taken care of. But anyway, in return for the horse, when I did the Conan O'Brien podcast, he gave me a beautiful national guitar made in the 1930s, and I love it more than life itself. That's an exaggeration, but I do love it. And I've had professional magicians. I'm sorry, I've had professional musicians. Yeah, a guy came in and made the thing disappear. Play it. Paul Schaefer came over and played it, and it sounds beautiful. So Conan's a very nice man, and I was on his podcast. And then I think others. I was on Kevin Hart's podcast.
You've been on plenty of podcasts.
I've been on a lot of podcasts. They're nothing but fun. You know what they remind me of is radio shows.
I think they are radio shows, but now we call them podcasts.
We call them podcasts. Yeah. What have you been doing?
I'm right now. I'm out in my tiny little cottage in Sag Harbor.
That's Mary, who is normally with us on the other show, is, as you know, from the Keystone State, and this is the week she does volunteer work at the state prison in Allentown.
Oh, that's admirable.
Yeah. She's very civic-minded, and we all admire that about her. And I am up in Montreal at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival.
Is that going on now?
Oh, yes. I love it. I love a good festival. You know, I also love the Renaissance fairs. And every summer, that's how I plan my itinerary, by checking off where the Renaissance fairs will be.
Sure. You're nothing but festival.
I love putting on old-timey costumes, like the Middle Ages.
You love to dress up.
Yes, I do. I
know that
do.
about you.
Yeah. You know, I received this. Can you see this picture here? The person pictured here is a relative of mine. This story, appearing in the Tampa Bay Times, formerly the St. Petersburg Times, was written by my sister Gretchen, who worked at the St. Petersburg Times and has been a journalist and an educator and an editor as a profession all her life. And she wrote this about Ace right there. Ace is the first child of my sister Gretchen, and she wrote this to Governor DeSantis. This is all about Ace and the life that they lived before and after certain revelations became apparent. Not an easy journey for anyone.
No.
So my sister, in her great wisdom and being a resident of the state of Florida, decided to write this open letter about Ace and the experience of life and the family to Governor DeSantis. And of course, he won't read it.
Right.
We assume he can read.
Yes.
But it's great that she went on record like this, and I couldn't be more proud of her. I couldn't be more proud of Ace, and just happy. And did you point out that coincidentally, well, I guess not coincidentally, this is Pride Month?
I did. I said this is the perfect article for Pride Month.
Yeah, it says right here, the article, the letter, Governor DeSantis, meet my non-binary child. And I maintain that the governor, while undeniably a jerk, is smart enough to know better. I wonder sometimes if he didn't slip in the tub and hit his head. Can you say that?
I don't know.
He behaves, he says things that a smart person wouldn't say. He just seems to be enjoying the miasma of ignorance.
It feels like wrestling, doesn't it?
It's exactly wrestling. This is a Vince McMahon production. And DeSantis, I want to call him bad names, but I think that that's not how you solve problems. Although I used to make a living calling people bad names. In the letter to Governor DeSantis, my sister mentions that people who believe in God understand that we're all created in God's image. And to me, that's the end of the discussion. Right. Oh, okay. What now? So what's the problem? If we're going to believe in everything God has provided us, why do we have trouble here? I
agree. That's the end of it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm very proud of my sister and Ace and the whole family. And I'm just very proud of you as well with this podcast.
Well, yeah, okay.
So what will you do now the rest of the summer?
The rest of the summer, Ari, my wife, and I and son Simon, we're all going to England.
Lovely.
How about you?
I will be next week. I will be in Evansville, Indiana, at the Evansville Playhouse. It's a dinner theater doing my one-man show, Hello, Dave.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be doing that. Depending on bookings, I'll be doing that most of the summer.
Right. So you'll be touring all summer.
There's talk of it, Evansville becoming one of those Celine Dion things, a residency kind of thing.
Oh, you get a residency in Evansville.
Well, we'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because people they usually get a residency in, Vegas or Branson or other places.
Oh, they do?
That's what I hear.
Yeah, I guess that's Celine Dion. Yeah, okay. So that's me. Enough about me.
Well, it sounds great. And I guess that's it for today.
All right. Well, thank you very much and good luck with the podcast.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Huh? Yeah. But I'm up here in Montreal and I got plenty of merch. I'm signing photos, signing T-shirts, hats. So come on by.